Okay, what is up, guys? It's me, Dark Ombu, here with part 2 of part 3.5. I'm sorry, guys, but my video cut off last time on the first 3.5 that I thought I was gonna cover the whole entire video. I mean, the whole entire rest of the chapter, and probably have something part 4, but I guess not. But let's try this again. Okay. Oh, I'm just gonna read this chapter over again because I might as well. With Naruto. Sneezed Naruto, shaking his head after removing his face from his elbow. Naruto looked forward with a smile. Someone must be talking about me. Now then, where were we? Tayuya, Kitamaru, questioning Naruto. Looking at the two captured Oda shinobi, they've been in this realm for over a week, mostly because Naruto forgot about them. But that was inconsequently, truly. I have no more use for either of you. I've killed Orochimaru, and I plan to begin eradicating any trace of his existence from this world. Tayuya, the red-haired female, and Kitamaru, a tan-skinned boy with 4 extra arms, both looked shocked at the news. Orochimaru was dead because of this kid? They'd have asked how, but their tongues were still being held by that red construct. And it seems I'll be starting with the two of you. And said Naruto, getting a panicked look from Tayuya as he placed a hand on her stomach. Tayuya looked fearfully to see Naruto's rinnegan glowing ominously in the dark environment. Kyuubi, absorption soul. Tayuya watched Naruto pull back and saw his soul in his hand. She figured she was dead until seconds passed by, and Naruto was simply looking at the soul attached to his hand. Tayuya was looking too, which confused her. How was she still alive? Naruto had a soul in his hand that came from her body. Shouldn't she have been Orochimaru placed a portion of himself within you through your curse mark? I could feel his presence laying within the other two as well. Clearly you would solve it because it did with your teammates, but you don't seem hell-bent on destroying Konoha or harming innocents any longer, said Naruto, tossing the duplicate Orochimaru soul into the seemingly infinite darkness. He then looked back at Tayuya with a glint in his eyes. I wouldn't be wrong in that assumption, would I? The girl shook her head no as Naruto closed his eyes. The girl found her tongue released as Naruto nodded his head as she dropped to the floor. Naruto then moved on to Kitamaru before doing the same. Removing Orochimaru's soul, Naruto gave him a rinnegan enhanced stare. What about you? If I free you, will you harm Konoha or innocents? Questioned Naruto, getting another shake of the head. Naruto nodded, but Kinamaru's tongue wasn't released like Tayuya's. One cannot lie to the king of hell. If you do, the tendril holding Kinamaru's tongue proceeded to yank it from his mouth, effectively killing him. You'll lose your life. Tayuya stared at the graphic death of her final teammate. Before Naruto turned back to her, she'd have said something or been at least afraid if she wasn't devilishly tired. It was painful, but it was great, and I won't lose to Dog Misa next time. Anyway, G means sensei. It's alright, Naruto-kun. You don't have to call me that right now. I'm finally off duty and we're not training. So what is in your mind? Well, Gigi, like I mentioned before, it's something important. and I need you to be completely honest with me. Okay, sorry. Okay, Don, but one moment. Hiruzen made a gesture with his hand to signal his Anbu bodyguards that he wants them to give him and the little blonde some privacy. He then activates a privacy seal so that no one can overheard them. Okay, go ahead, Naruto. Okay. I know my parents were Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. Tayuya stared at the graphic death of her final teammate before Naruto turned back to her. She'd have said something or been at least afraid if she wasn't devilishly tired. Now that she thought about it, she didn't know how long she'd been down here, but she hadn't had water or food. She didn't even remember going to sleep. How am I still alive? You didn't lie. You didn't lie to the King of Hell. And when trapped within here, your body enters a status. If you were wondering why you survived a week without food, water, and rest, informed Naruto, crouching down to look the girl in the eyes. He saw her pretty brown hues, holding his gaze right back as he smiled. Naruto helped her into a better sitting position before asking a question. What do you plan to do when I allow you to leave here? What does it matter? What does it matter? What does it matter? I committed a crime against Konoha and numerous others. I'm going to prison, said Taiya, feeling her vitality return. She almost felt like she could jump 100 feet in the air now. And it was all after Naruto touched her. What the fuck did you do? What the fuck did you do to me? I gave you some chakra. The King of Hell directly drains practically all of it if I capture you, said Naruto, removing his hands once he saw Taiya sitting up by her own power. And of course you'd go to prison. If I were to tell everyone in Konoha everything about you, but why I would do that? But why would I do that? That got Taiyu's eyes to widen as Naruto smiled wider, and closed his eyes. As I said, I plan to eradicate Orochimaru's existence until it is no more. I could have done it without you. But since you're alive, I'd figured I'd ask for your assistance if you're up for it, said Naruto while placing a hand to his chin. And if you help me, I can talk to Hokage Gigi about your situation. Not like anyone knows you're with Oda besides him, me, and maybe Jiraiya Sensei. Tayuya stared at Naruto, who reopened his eyes after speaking. What kind of offer was that? It wasn't really much of one. Either go to jail for some inconceivable amount of time, or help Naruto destroy everything she once was a part of, to gain freedom. Considering her team was gone and Orochimaru was apparently dead, what did he expect her to say? It was likely why his face lit up, seeing her nod her consent to helping him. I cannot disagree. I was hoping you'd say that, said Naruto, vanishing from the room to leave her alone once more. Did I just go from one overpowered shit? If we are ever going to stand a chance against him. Did I just go to one overpowered shithead's underling to another overpowered shithead's underling? Asked Tayuya aloud as she stood up. The moment she stood up, she was swallowed by black fire, which scared her until she felt the wind in her face. What the fuck? You're not the underling of a powered. You're not the underling of an overpowered shithead, Tayuya sound. Think of yourself as a I guess assist for the time being, said Naruto, getting the Odo girl to look sheepish. She didn't know he could hear her still, but welcome aboard. Our mission is to destroy Odo. And I believe her.
If I have to put my life
Well,
on the
at
line to
least
bring
the
true peace to the
majority of
ninja
it.
world,
I'll
then it's a
wager to
price I am
guess.
willing to pay too.
I'll wager to guess.
The future is right in
Tayuya
front of
couldn't
Gigi.
explain the feeling
We
from
just
being
need to walk
stuck
the
in a
right
place
path if
without
we are
any
going to
feeling
reach it.
to returning
I
to the
couldn't say that
actual
any
world.
better, my boy.
Tayuya felt
And since most the secrets of your heritage is already known to you,
like no
it
other.
is time I tell
The
you the
air,
last one.
the
One
colors,
that I have
and
only
and
recently
just
discovered
everything was
myself.
so
You
wonderful
came
to
here to
experience
tell me
again.
something I needed
Tayuya
to know. I
took
could
in
at
her
least do the same
surroundings
for
and
you.
noticed
I wish to no
herself on
longer
the
have any
back of a
secrets between us, my
tenju looking
boy.
summon. She spotted
There's
Naruto
more,
in front of
Gigi.
her, laying
What
down
could
with
be
his
bigger
eyes
than my
closed,
parents?
seemingly resting.
First things first, the
Now,
old
as your
Hokage
new
pulled out a piece of
overpowered
paper from his
shithead
drawer
boss,
and showed it to the
I
blonde
need
boy.
you to go change
This is
clothes.
chakra paper.
The
It is
Odo
used to determine which of the 5 elemental
imagery
affinity a shinobi
is
has.
is
If
no
it
the
burns, you have
Odo
fire.
imagery is
If
no
it
good.
crinkles, you have lightning. If it turns to dust, you have earth. If it is cut in half, you have wind. If it turns
Yeah,
wet,
it's no
you have
good,
water.
said Naruto,
Channel
handing
your chakra into
a
it.
backpack
I
to the
need to see
girl.
it for
There are
myself
some
before
clothes
I
in
can
there.
tell you anything.
Change if you
Naruto
would.
did what his
If you're
Gigi
the
had instructed
self-conscious
as he
type,
took
I
the piece
promise to
of
keep
paper
my
from
eyes
his hand and
closed.
channeled his chakra into it.
You
And what
better,
happened
and
next was a
there
major
better not
shock to
be.
both of them. The paper was completely soaked, like it had been drowning in the ocean for days. And afterwards, it was cleanly cut into 8 different
And there
pieces.
better not
This
be
proves
no.
that Naruto has a very powerful water affinity, as well
And
as
there
wind.
better not
Hiruzen had
be
only seen
Konoha
one
shit
person who
in
had a
here.
water
I'm
affinity
not
that
wearing
powerful
a
before.
fucking leaf.
His former master and
Wearing a
predecessor,
fucking leaf
Tobirama
shithead.
Senju, the second Hokage. And the power of his wind affinity is no less either. Aside from his old friend, Danzo Shimura, and his rebellious son Asuma Sarutobi, here's one other person in the village who had a wind affinity that's strong before,
said
or
Naruto,
even
getting
stronger than the
Taiji to
other
notice
two,
his attire.
Kushina
It was
Uzumaki.
just a black
Naruto
jacket, a
had
fishnet
inherited the
shirt,
best
and black
qualities of his
pants.
mother and
No
grandfather,
Konoha
and there is a
affiliation was
high
showing,
chance
not
that
even a
Naruto's ice
headband.
release would be the
If I
strongest.
myself don't wear
This had
Konoha,
finally
and
confirmed
it
his
happened
theory,
to be
and he
my
was ready to
village, I
finally
wouldn't
tell the
force
little
you
blonde
to,
the last
because
secret.
you aren't of Konoha. You're
Naruto-kun,
just an
not
assistant
only
of
you
the
have 2
overpowered
affinities,
shithead,
which is very
remember?
rare, especially for
Tayuya
someone your
looked at
age.
Naruto before
They
accepting the
happen to be
backpack
strong
and
too.
shaking her head.
Very strong.
Opening the
And this
bag,
is enough
Tayuya
for me
looked at the
confirm my
clothes and
theory
shrugged.
about your true
He had a
heritage.
good taste
I
because
don't
they weren't
understand
half
what
bad
other
or
heritage I
far
have
off from
aside
what
from
she'd
being the 4th
actually
Hokage's
picked to
son.
wear.
You,
Tayuya
my boy,
began
are the
to
grandson of
take her
Tobirama
tunic
Senju,
off
the
before
second
glancing
Hokage,
back at Naruto to see his eyes so close.
WH,
Tayuya quickly changed. He
What?
wouldn't be getting
Really?
some free
After
show from
seeing your
her.
affinities, I can confidently
Odo
say
girl
so.
looks pretty good.
Remember
No
last week,
scratch
when
that.
it rained for days?
No, scratch
It
that
reminded me of a
really
time
good.
when Master
That
Tobirama had to grieve for
thought
Lord
Naruto
Hashirama's passing.
keeping his promise
He loved
of
his
not
big
opening
brother
his eyes
very
too
much,
bad.
and his
Tayuya
loss
didn't
took a
know.
big toll
He
on
could
him.
see clearly through the
Master
eyes of his
Tobirama was known
summoning
to have the world's strongest
which had
water
one eye
affinity.
looking at
It was
her
why they called him
before
Konoha's water dragon.
turning back
He
forward.
didn't even need a
Naruto
water
would
source
never
to
think
perform
to
his
peep
sweet
on a girl,
jutsus.
but human
All
nature
he
was
needed was
human
the
nature.
moisture in the air.
Naruto was a
The man was a
teenage boy
genius in many
and
ways.
couldn't help
He was
but
the man who invented the shinobi ranking system, and the creator of many forbidden jutsus.
sneak a
Wow,
glance.
I guess both my
Scratch
Gigis
that
are awesome.
third time. She's so
Thank
hot.
you, Naruto-kun. But there is one other
And
thing
what
you
an
should know about
interesting
your grandfather.
birthmark. What the f?
Or should I
No,
say your
what?
grandmother
Huh?
in particular?
Where?
Oh
What?
yeah, my
No.
grandmother.
What?
Who
Impossible.
was she? Her name is
Eventually,
Akira
Tayuya
Namikaze.
finished
Or at least that
redressing
was her
herself
name when
before
she
walking
came
to
the
stand
village.
over Naruto.
Her real name
Done.
is Akira
How do
Yuki.
I look?
And if my studies are
Questioned
correct,
Tayuya,
she is
getting
from the
Naruto to
Yuki
open his
clan of
eyes.
Kurigaka.
Naruto
Known for
looked
their
up
special
at the
elemental
girl
Kekkei
and
Genkai,
instantly
known as
blushed.
Hyogen's ice
Tayuya was in
release.
a
Your
black
father might have
sleeveless
inherited this power,
kimono
but it was never
blouse
recorded.
with orange
And
trimmings
since you have
held
both
close
water and
by
wind
a
affinity, which are
traditional
the combination of
obi
the
of
Hyogen
the
affinity,
same
you should have
two
it too.
colors.
You mean
A
I have a
short
Kekkei
black
Genkai,
skirt
like
covered
the
her
Uchiha and Hyuga clan.
covered her
Yes,
skin.
Naruto. I can
Tight
also
black
confirm
shorts
this.
as
When you
her
were able to make it snow on the day of
sandals
your
didn't
birthday.
change from her Odo
You did
days.
that.
All
Yes. It
in all,
seems your
the girl
powers are
looked
connected to
good
your
in her new
emotions.
clothes and truly
Whenever
like
you are
Naruto's
sad, it
assistant,
would either rain or snow.
concerning their
Or at
matching
least that is my
clothing.
hypothesis.
Only she was
I
confused by
see.
his blush
But
and
Gigi,
lack of answering her
does
question.
this mean
The
I'm a
fuck
senju?
is wrong with you? Why are
Yes,
you blushing?
Naruto-kun. You are one of the last 2
You're
senjus left
wearing
in
a
this world.
skirt.
What do you mean last 2?
Yeah, so
Dodo, I have
and
a
your
relative.
shorts are
Yes,
skin
your
skin tight, said Naruto, getting Taiyu to tilt her head in confusion. And then it hit her. She was standing over Naruto in a skirt with skin tight shorts on. He was fuck me with my new bosses. Oh fuck me, my new boss is a fucking pervert. pervert, yelled
But
Tayuya
I'm
with a
family.
blush on her
Why
face,
couldn't she stay for me?
crossing
Or Dad?
before
Tsunade
crossing
doesn't
her
even
legs.
know about you or your father,
Naruto and
Naruto-kun.
Tayuya soared through the
I
air en
myself
route to
just
their
found
first
out a couple of
destination.
days ago that
They
you two
were
are senjus. And
notably
she left
silent
years
the
ago,
entire
way
time.
before your
I'm not a
father's reign.
pervert, just so
Man,
you know. Shut
then we
the
need to
fuck
find
up.
her and bring
And
her
thus
home.
Naruto
I don't
did.
care why
He
she
tried to
left.
fix that
She's family.
stigma
She's my
during
family. I already had the greatest spy searching for her as we speak.
during their trip.
But Tsunade is one of the legendary Sannin for a reason, so finding her will take a while, or maybe years.
Back again.
I understand. I just
Samsara
want to meet her,
Jinjuriki.
you
Back
know.
again. Chapter
I know
4.
you do, Naruto-kun,
Chapter 4.
and you will.
Samsara
But for
Jinjuriki.
now, you need to be
Congratulations
patient.
to
Let us make
all
a
of
great
you.
ninja out of you
Even
first.
if you do not
So one day,
receive
you can
the
go help find her
the
yourself. You're
promotion
right,
to
Gigi.
Chunin,
And when I find
you all
her, I will
performed
show her that I'm a
admirably
great ninja.
during the invasion, and
Then we'll come home
perhaps
together and be a family.
and perhaps
I have no doubt you will, Naruto-kun.
a field
Gigi,
promotion
may I request something from you?
may
Why
come
so
sooner
formal,
than the next
Naruto-kun?
exam, said Haruzen,
Well,
looking at the
I would
Genin
like
who
officially request to
competed
change my name to Naruto Senju.
in the
But,
Chunin exams.
but
Only 11
Naruto,
of them
that
were
name is
there
far more
because
dangerous
Naruto
than your
acted for a
father's.
small
Are you sure? Yes, Gigi.
sabbatical.
While I would like
He
nothing
was
more than to
promoted
have my
along with
father's name
Shikamaru.
too, I
I
can't
give
let the Senju name
Naruto-kun
end with
Jonin
Tsunade. The world
because
still
he's
needs a
strong enough,
Senju,
but
and
I
I
have
would
to be
proudly
sure
wear the name like a
the
badge
strike
of honor.
comes with leadership
Technically speaking, you are the
qualities
heir to the
first.
Senju
Thought
clan,
Haruzen before
so it is
chuckling
only
to
a matter
himself.
of time
Who am
before
I
you take the
kidding?
name
Who
anyway.
am I kidding?
Very well,
Naruto-kun will
I will
take
grant
this
your request,
chair as soon
Naruto-kun,
as he's
but
ready
only
to.
under two conditions.
I don't even know
What is
why
it?
I bothered
Firstly,
promoting
you
him.
must not reveal
He
your
could have
true
gone
heritage
Genin
yet,
to
and I mean
Hokage.
both your father and
Haruzen watched
grandfather.
the Genin
It
teams
will
all
just
pile
make
out
you a
of his
bigger
office
target
during
than
his
before.
thoughts. Once
Second,
they were
you will
gone,
train with
the
your
old man
Hyogen
just
abilities.
smiled. He turned
I'm
his head
sure
to
your
the window
father
to
or
see
grandmother
Jiraiya
kept
appear
a
the
scroll
moment he
regarding
did.
its jutsus
You're
and
still
techniques
here,
somewhere.
Jiraiya? I would have
But you
figured you'd
must
be
not
gone
reveal
by
your
now.
bloodline either.
I would
The
have, but I
Hyogen is
figured
known
I'd
to be
stay a
one of
bit
the
longer
rarest
to make sure
elemental
you're
Kekkei
alright and
Genkai in the
whatnot.
world and second
Oh,
strongest.
is that so?
I will
Well,
only grant you
thank you
permission
for
to
that,
use it
but
if it is
yes,
a
I
matter
am
of life
quite
and death
well.
only.
Great,
Is this
great.
acceptable?
Also,
Yes,
I
Gigi.
need to see
I accept the
Naruto
terms. Then it is settled.
2
As of
before
today,
I leave.
you are now Naruto
Something
Senju.
I need to tell him.
Chapter 6, The
Said
Spark
Dry,
Training
getting
Ground
a
11.
raised eyebrow from
After his
Haruzen.
meeting
You
with
know
the
the
old
Akatsuki.
Hokage, the now
I
named
think it's
Naruto
time I told
Senju
him.
has
He'll
never
probably
been more
freak out when
motivated
I
to
do
do his
it,
training
but the
than
kid
ever.
needs to know.
To already
I
have an
doubt he'd
enemy as
freak out.
legendary as the great
I
Madara
doubt he'd
Uchiha.
freak out.
He knew the
Thought
shinobi
Haruzen
world will never
smiling
truly be
internally.
safe
Dry
as
had
long
no
as he
clue
is
who
still out there.
Naruto was these
He
days.
needed to get stronger,
So,
and he
you
was
plan
willing
to
to train
find
every day and
Naruto-kun
night
and
if he
tell
has
him
to
of
make
the
it happen.
Akatsuki.
Naruto had already
So,
completed the first
thought
month
you
of his
didn't want to
training
ruin the
regime with
kid's
the old
life by
Hokage and his
influencing
Envu,
it.
Nizu.
I
It was a long and
did.
tiring journey, but it
But
was
he's
also
got a
very
decent
rewarding
set
for
of
the young Senju.
memorials on him already now.
Naruto's taijutsu
Of
has greatly
memorials already
improved when he
on
first
him
started.
already.
His wing fist
Now
fighting
I
style
got
has
to
already reached its
now
peak
I
on
get
his
to
current
poison
level
them over
and will
time with
continue
my
to improve through more
amazing
training and
influence.
sparring.
Plus, I'm
The
bored.
speed of his
Most
strikes
of
and
my
reflexes are now
schedule
fast
freed
enough
up
block most
with
attacks
Rochi's
and
death.
counter with multiple fast
With
jabs,
Rochi's
chops,
death,
and elbow shots.
said Jiraiya
Of
with a
course, he
smile
still
at
won't be able
Haruzen.
to
Haruzen
defeat
nodded
someone
and
of
smiled,
elite Jonin level
hearing
like Dog,
the
or
reasoning from
obviously a
his
Kage level like Hiruzen,
student,
but his
and
senseis
also
can proudly say
who
that
was
he can
itching
stand
for the
toe-to-toe and
gossip as he
possibly
couldn't
defeat a
help
mid-Genin
himself.
level
He
shinobi in a
finally got the
taijutsu
ball.
fight.
He finally got
The
the balls
next
to
phase
do
of
it.
his training
You
would be
gotta tell
chakra
me how
control,
you
which
did it.
surprised the old Hokage
Guy's
since
body
Naruto
like
is the
you.
one who recommended it.
Guy's
Hiruzen
body
had assumed
looks
that
like
the little
you
blonde would
poisoned him
eagerly
or
like to
something.
move onto his ninjutsu
I
training
bet
already.
that was awesome.
But when he explains his reasons such as, I still need more time to control the
I
amount
will
of
say
chakra
that it
I
was
use,
awesome. The most
otherwise the
impressive,
execution
the
of my
most
jutsus
impressive
won't be as perfect
thing
as I wanted,
I've
and I'll
seen
just
in
be
my
ending up
life.
wasting
I've
a
ever
lot
seen
mine
in
and
my life.
Kurama's chakra in the
Haruzen
process. The old
said
Hokage
Haruzen,
still
getting
can't
Jiraiya's
get over
grin
the
to
fact of how mature and responsible Naruto
getting
is for
Jiraiya to
someone his
grin
age.
widely.
He
The
could
sunny
only think
jaw
that he gained
dropped
most his
though at
mannerism and
Haruzen's
humility
next
from his
line.
mother
I
Nona,
didn't
which he is very grateful
kill
to the young mother.
Orochimaru.
Hiruzen
What?
also agrees with
What?
his reasons.
Clearly clearly
chakra
not.
control may not be the
Clearly
flashiest or the
not
most
what Dry
popular
thought he'd
subject
hear.
when it came to the younger
I didn't
generation
kill
like Naruto's.
Orochimaru. I'm
But
not
it is one
following
of
you
the
here.
essential skills to
You
become
were
a
the one.
strong and
I'm not
skillful
following
ninja.
you here. You were the
Chakra
one
is
who
the
facing him,
shinobi's
right?
greatest
I
power after all, and
was.
if you lose
Then
respect of
how
that
did...
power, it will
What's
only
that?
lead to your early
Question
downfall.
Dry. Definitely
There are
after
2
seeing
stages he needed
Haru's
to
in
do
hand,
in order to
hand
gain
him a small
perfect
black
chakra
object.
control. The
Whatever
first
metal
step is
this was,
tree
it was
walking.
definitely
It is a training method
quality,
to
as
gain more
Dry
beginner level
appraised it.
skills with chakra control.
Is this
This training
what
involves
killed him?
focusing a fixed
Its
amount of
owner
chakra
did.
to the
Place
bottom of one's
chakra in
feet
his center
and using it to climb a tree without
getting
using
dry to
one's
strike.
hands.
He had no reason to
If the
not
stream
do
of
so.
chakra is
Not
too
like
weak, the
Haruzen was
user
the
will
type
lose
to
their
prank
footing on the
someone
tree and fall
anyway.
off.
I'd convince
If
him
it
to
is
tell
too
you,
strong, the
so
user
be
will be
sure to
pushed
thank
away
him
from the
for
tree,
letting you
causing
in
the tree to
and
break
tell him
around
I
the
said
point of
hi.
contact and the
Let
user will fall. The concept of this exercise is similar to
a
magnetics.
smoke covered
The
eye
second
that
step is
concealed his
water surface walking.
disappearance.
This training method is
Earlier
used to
with
gain more
Naruto and
advanced level
Tayuya.
skills of chakra
So
control.
this is Orochimaru's
To do this, the user has to be
northern
emitting a
hideout.
constant stream of
Questioned
chakra
Naruto,
from the
looking to
bottom of their feet
Tayuya.
and
The
using the
girl gave
repellent
him a
force to
nod.
walk across the water's surface.
Before Naruto sighed,
This
very
technique is more
hostile
difficult to
environment. What
master
did you
than the
say?
tree climbing
You
practice,
have no
because the
idea,
amount of chakra
shithead,
that
said
needs to be
Tayuya
emitted
while
changes
blocking a
constantly.
claw with her
Naruto
with
began
their
with the
flute.
tree walking
In front of them
exercise,
were
but surprisingly it
gray-colored
wasn't as
people
difficult as he thought. He would of course fall down a
abnormal
couple of
body
times, but thanks to
modifications.
his previous training,
These
he
are all
already knew the
rejected
basics of
copies
how to
of this
channel
guy
chakra
named
into a certain
Jugo.
amount around parts of his body,
Everything
such
here
as
is
his fist.
basically
All he
this.
needed work
A
on now is
fucking
balancing the
mindless
amount. It
beast.
took him around 4
I
hours
know
to finally
somewhat.
reach the top of
I
the
have
tree.
Sakon's
The old
memories.
Hokage was
But
very
is
proud
there
of his
really
young student
nothing
for
of note
completing the
here? Questioned
exercise in such a
Naruto,
short time.
stabbing a black
Once
rod
that
through
was
the
done,
chest of
they
an
move on to
approaching
the water
beast.
surface walking exercise.
Not really, shithead. This
But this,
place
however,
sucks.
was
Everyone
slightly
here
more
has a
difficult for the
charisma
whiskered-faced
and are
blonde.
shitty
The surface
throwaways.
of the water is constantly
Other
changing,
than
unlike the solid surface of a tree.
original, but
This exercise lasted for almost 2
he's
days
even
for
more
him,
insane,
but
confirmed
eventually he
Tayuya.
managed to stay on the water surface without falling in for almost 30 minutes, which is already an
Tayuya
impressive
launched
start.
her
Forest
beast
area,
away
a
with
few
a
meters
grunt.
away from Naruto and Hiruzen.
Not worth
There is a
it in my
mysterious
opinion.
onlooker standing on a
Alright
branch
then,
of a tree a few
said
distance
Naruto,
away from the
sparking
training
with
grounds.
lightning as he was
She
done
had
messing
been observing
around.
the young blonde train his heart out with the old Hokage.
Nari no
As she
Maki.
looked at his little
Coil
figure,
of
she
lightning.
couldn't help but thought of how cute he
Tayuya
is
heard
every
powerful
time he gets
thunderclaps and
frustrated
looked over
or
to
pouted
see
with his
bolts
big
of
whiskered
lightning launching
cheeks.
from Naruto's
Every
body.
time she
The
saw
bolts
his pouted
crackled
cheeks,
across the
she felt like she just
land.
wants to walk up to him without a care in the world and start pulling them. She found her new little friend extremely adorable. Then, she heard someone shunshin behind her. "What are you doing, Anko?" The silver-haired An who addresses the mysterious onlooker, now identified as Anko Midarashi. "What does it look like?" "I'm spying on the Gaki." "Duh," she straight up confessed what she was doing with a hint of sarcasm. "I can see that. The real question is why?" asked the Anko.
Okay, from Naruto's body, the bolts crackled across the landscape, wiping out hordes of the curse mark rejects with ease. It was like getting hit by an actual lightning bolt, and then 3 or 5 more in rapid succession.
"You are also spying on the Hokage, which is a serious offense. And I have been ordered by him to make sure Naruto's training goes uninterrupted by anyone." The Anbu said with a serious tone. "Oh no, the big bad Anbu has found me. What is he going to do? Will he ravage my beautiful body until I submit to his every need?" The purple-haired Kunoichi said in overdramatic fashion as she flung her very busty body around to tease the silver-haired Anbu. "W, the dog was completely flustered as his cheeks were burning bright red behind his back. Lighten up, Kakashi. I'm just watching a kid. And he doesn't even know I'm here. So technically, I am not interrupting him. Come on." Anko said calmly, trying to diffuse the tension. "Anko, when I'm wearing this Anbu uniform, stop," he said in a serious tone once more. "But why? That will be an insult to real dogs, hee hee hee," she said before laughing at her own joke. "Ever the charmer, aren't you? Dog, or the now named Kakashi said with a tired sigh. The one and
With
only.
how many were
Besides,
sparking off of
I
him.
don't care what
Holy
masks you wear.
shit.
To me,
Holy shit.
you'll always be Kakashi."
That's how you were watching
Anko
the
said with a
casual
warm
display of
smile
power.
as she
The
looked at him
jutsu
with
was
admiration
altering
in
the
her eyes.
landscape,
Kakashi said nothing in
and
return,
Naruto looked
but
like he was
blushing a
barely
little
trying.
behind his mask for
That
what the
could
pretty
wipe out an
purple-haired
army
Kunoichi thought about him.
if he so
But then again,
chose.
you're not the same
Well,
rule-following
it is
stuck-up, I
wiping out
remember.
this army.
You're quite a softie when it comes
Once
to the
again,
Gaki,
nothing
Anko
here.
said with a smirk.
Once again,
Kakashi now had a tick mark on his
nothing
head
here
after
worth
hearing what she
anything, right?
just said about him.
Naruto
But deep down he had to admit, she
questioned
wasn't
Naruto,
completely
getting a
wrong.
nod from
"What
Tayuya.
makes you think that?"
Naruto
"I'm just
nodded
doing
back
my job.
before
That
ending
was
his
assigned
lightning
by our
attack.
Hokage."
Then it's time to
Kakashi
leave.
said, trying to prove to her that he wasn't a softie.
Doton.
"Oh, please,
Bonkatsu.
I have never seen you be this nice or protective
Hey,
of
yo.
anyone before.
Shit, Aji.
Besides, I don't blame
Shitaji.
you. The Jackie is freaking adorable.
Shitaji.
He does look a bit familiar, doesn't
Okay,
he?
sorry.
The silver-haired
Earth
Envy
style.
said nothing,
Splitting
as he already
foundation.
knew what she was
When
implying.
Naruto placed
He
the
must really
palm
mean a
to
lot
the
to you, huh?
ground.
More than you know. Yeah,
Placed the
well,
palm to
I
the
bet I mean a
ground,
lot to him
and
than
the
you.
island split
He
into
called me
immediately.
Nichan.
Naruto stood
What do you say about that? Enko said with smirk and a
quickly
challenging
and
tone.
tapped
Oh
Taiyuya's
yeah,
shoulder to
he called
teleport
me
them both
Weezer.
back
And I know
atop
him way
his
longer than
airborne
you do. Kakashi
tenju.
said with his
No
own
need
smirk
to
behind his
dilly-dally
mask,
then.
but the
Soiton.
purple-haired Kunoichi could clearly tell,
Soiton.
and she refuses to lose to him. The two
Ha
continued to argue out loud, but
Hasaku.
Naruto values
Water
both,
style.
but failing to
Wave.
realize that the old
Wave.
Hokage is
Arrow.
fully aware of their conversion the whole time they were there. Training
Arrow
ground
soin.
11 with Naruto and Hiruzen. I never thought those two could get along with each other. Out of all people, the old Hokage thought to himself, but was smiling at his pain finally learning to open up to someone again.
Rakudo Sennin. Okay, sorry. I don't know why I just said randomly said Rakudo Sennin. No, sorry. Okay. From the split, Naruto created a massive gush of water spew out of it that reached high into the air. The water rose into a titanic wave over 100 feet tall before gravity took hold and it all went falling back to the earth. Taiyuya didn't have to look down to know that anything still on the island was dead the moment that massive water landed. Taiyuya could only stare at Naruto, who did all of this with a bored look on his whiskered face. Shithead, you're a fucking terrifying boss. Commented Taiyuya, looking down after speaking to see nothing but water. He seriously made an entire island disappear in less than 10 seconds? Orochimaru could never do something on that scale. Terrifying. Even when I'm on your side? Especially then, because now I get to see all the ridiculous, especially then, because now I get to see all the ridiculous shit you can do and live to know someone's walking around capable of said ridiculous shit. Said Taiyuya, getting Naruto to agree with her. I never thought about it like that. I guess that would make everything. That would make me terrified. Said Naruto, looking down to see the entire island gone. It was part of the ocean now, and would stay that way forever. Naruto then perked up, feeling a familiar chakra. Took him long enough. Chica smiled at the sleeping Senju, and then shut him away again. This time back to his office. Now what, Sensei? Questioned Jiraiya before blinking. He could see nothing but the sky and was confused immensely. That was until he looked over and spotted Taiyuya. He then went to take a long shower first, after realizing he had not cleaned himself up before falling asleep, which he now stinks of sweat. He then put on his clean clothes, which consist of a green long-sleeve shirt with a white short-sleeve t-shirt over them that has a red spiral symbol at the front and dark blue shorts and sandals. He then went off to his favorite ramen stand. Streets of Konoha and Naruto was now walking down the streets of Konoha. Turning the other way, Jiraiya gasped, seeing the rinnegan staring back at him. Some villagers who still glare at him, of course, but thanks to his training, he now has a thicker skin, and decided to shrug off the glares with no care. As he continues to walk, he couldn't stop thinking about what his Gigi had told him. No, I'm not gonna do this again. My phone turned off when this happened.
He smiled to himself when he thought about the part where his mother was not only a strong, talented Kunoichi, but she was one of the most beautiful women in Konoha. His father, on the other hand, was one of the most bravest men the old Hokage had ever knew. Even at a young age, said Naruto, getting the gob smacked. I'm pretty sure he meant Godsmack or Gobsmacked. Pretty sure he meant Godsmacked. I don't know. Gobsmacked. I'm just gonna say Godsmacked, okay? Godsmacked man to do so. Jiraiya didn't even speak as Naruto smiled before beginning. Glad you listened. Some would probably fire off questions even though I'm going to tell you anyway. I'm going to tell you anyway. No, where to start?
Jiraiya just sat wide-eyed in shock as Naruto gave him the rundown of his newfound powers. The Akatsuki thing was all but forgotten a few days later. So this is what Akatsuki can do. Basically, this is all Uchiha Itachi. Basically, this is all Uchiha Itachi though. Before Jiraiya answered Naruto's questions, the two stood in the hospital as they overlooked the two bedridden shinobi, Hatake Kakashi and Uchiha Sasuke. He's your teammate's older brother, who wiped out the entire Uchiha clan in one night. Yeah, Kakashi Sensei and Sasuke kind of told me. And this guy is after me, him and at least 6 more, all of whom are on par with one another. Well, that's just fun, said Naruto with a sigh. Well, that's just fun, said Naruto with a sigh. He just kept looking at Kakashi and Sasuke before veiling a stare. Turning to it, Naruto saw Jiraiya giving him an expected look. What? Well, aren't you going to magic fix them or something? Said Jiraiya before getting close and pointing at his eyes. You know, rinnegan magic fix them? It's not magic, and I can't, said Naruto, getting Jiraiya to raise an eyebrow. I can't do anything physically. I could probably help, but from what it looks like, that's mental. I can't fix that. Yet? Sure, let's go with that. Said Naruto sarcastically. Looking back at the two, is that what Gigi called us back before we were? Is that why Gigi called us back before we were done? He thought I could help.
The violet purple of his lenses were so bright that she almost lost herself in them.
Kid.
Not to mention that purple is her favorite color.
Kakashi is important to the village, so we need him back up. We need him back up too, said Jiraiya before turning to Sasuke. And that kid, tortured by his predicament, only to get thrown in his face again by the very one who put him in it.
Saying please haha, says the blonde boy, trying to let out an innocent
continued Jiraiya before clapping. Meant one thing. Road trip time then. You were just on a road trip, Arrow Senny. Yeah, yours. This one is mine, so I shall be hyped for it. Especially considering who we're going to get. Said Jiraiya, patting Naruto on his head. You're coming with me. And side note, where did this pervy sensei thing come from? You know, you're my sensei, and your pervert Arrow sensei works well. What? Name one thing I've done in front of you. Name one perverted thing I've done in front of you, said Jiraiya, getting a deadpan stare back from Naruto. A nurse walked in. Before Naruto could answer, as Jiraiya looked at her instantly. Hello, nurse babe in the building. Arrow Sensei. Jiraiya looked down at Naruto to see him smirking. Jiraiya looked back at the nurse. He was having fantasies about before looking at Naruto. Come on, kid, that's not even fair. Pipsqueak. It's not even. Oh, come on, kid. It's not even fair, Pipsqueak. Wait, started Jiraiya. Then Jiraiya stopped before looking at Naruto. Have you grown? Then when the Rakuto's chakra melded with my chakra network, its Rinnegan magic made my body adapt to the power it now houses. So you grew. Yes, and grown still. Neat. replied Jiraiya before
Hey
turning his
guys,
attention
welcome
back to
back.
the nurse.
This story
She
is about
saw
what if Naruto
saw
was
him
Tobirama's
and
grandson
smiled
and had
before
ice
walking
release.
out. Jiraiya's
Before
eyes
we start,
panned
thank
low
you for
to
all of the
admire
support. It
the
really means a
woman's
lot to me.
physique.
Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and my second channel Shadoname and leave a like. And check the description for the creator of this
Road
great
trip
fanfic
might
and
need
my
a
second channel
small
Shadoname.
delay while I take
So let's
Arrow
start. Chapter
Sensei.
7 The Senju and the
Told
Yamanaka
you
Ichiraku
it
ramen
works
shop
well.
as the pair
Dry
of young
just
blondes made their way inside the small
face
comfy
fell as
restaurant.
Naruto
They were
smirked
greeted by
again.
the kind-hearted owner. Naruto-kun.
Dry's face just fell as Naruto smirked again. Dry shook his head before grabbing Naruto's head with one palm and walked out with the smaller shinobi. Let's just go. One day later, Tenezuka Guy. Tenezuka Guy.
Naruto said with a smile.
Why here,
Will
Sensei?
do, my boy. I'm sure it will make her feel much better.
Gambling
knowing that you
town,
care about
replied
her, said the
Jiraiya
humble ramen chef, but in
coolly
his
while
mind he
looking
knew
at
that the
the
little blonde's sweet words would
bustling
just melt his
town.
daughter's heart out.
The person we're looking
Ino,
for
on
is
the other hand, felt
it's
a
an
little out of
addict.
place. She has no idea what the two males are talking about.
Good starting
She can only
point.
assume that this
Good
Ayane
starting
girl
point.
is the chef's daughter.
If anything,
And have
I'd
some sort of
say.
relationship with her
If
fellow
anything,
blonde.
I'd say.
A part of her felt
A
curious
description
to know
of her
more,
you got?
but the other part felt a little jealous that the chef's daughter
106
is already so
centimeters.
close to the young Senju boy she
She's
just
only
met.
3
Tiyuchi
and a
finally
half
noticed the
feet
platinum
tall.
blonde girl standing
Three and a
beside
half,
his favorite
3 and a
customer
half
and
feet
decided
tall.
to ask.
Questioned Naruto, getting a
"And who's your
shake of
cute
the head
little
from
friend,
Jiraiya.
Naruto-kun?" He
106
asked curiously with a hint of teasing
centimeters,
his voice.
Gaki, said
"This
Jiraiya with
is Ino Yamanaka. I ran into her on the street earlier," Naruto introduced. Literally, actually, he didn't see
grin
where
on
he
his
was
face.
going,
He brought
and
his
he
hand
knocked
up
me down
like
on my butt.
he
Ino
was
added.
cupping an
"And I
imaginary
picked you up.
chest.
So no big deal, right?"
106
Naruto defended himself.
No
"Yeah, you
way!
did. After you let my butt
That's
stay on the
that's
dirty
like
floor for about,
what?
I don't
You're
know,
lying,"
10 hours.
said Naruto with rosy
Ino
cheeks,
slightly
imagining
exaggerated.
such a thing.
"Oh, don't be so
She
dramatic,
was my
Ino.
teammate, kiddo.
It was
Trust
less
me.
than
If
10
anyone
minutes
knows,
and you know
it's
it,"
me.
Naruto said with a scoff. And yet, it was the longest 10 minutes of my life.
Like the
Ino
third
said
Sonny?
dramatically.
Yep,
Naruto
we're
is
looking
about to
for
argue back, but their little
Tsunade
bickering
Han.
was stopped when they heard a
Wow,
soft laughter
I met
coming
all
from
3
the ramen
Sonnies in the
chef.
same month, said
They gave
Naruto
him a confused
with a
look
smile before
until
stopping
Naruto
Jiraiya.
decided to ask.
Stopping Jiraiya noticed
"What's
this
so funny?"
as Naruto
Tiyuchi
closed his
said,
eyes.
asked by the
She got
confused whiskered-faced boy.
got
"Ha ha ha,
chocolate
it's
like
just.
you and
Got you
Orochimaru.
two make such a cute couple,"
I'd say
Tiyuchi
more.
said with an innocent smile. The blonde pair instantly blushed red at old man's words, as they immediately looked away from each other to avoid eye contact.
Naruto as he
They are
stood
so flustered that they will
still
say
for a
anything
few
to cover up
seconds.
their
Naruto's
embarrassment.
eyes then snapped
Don't be
open
crazy,
before he
Mr.
nodded his
Tiyuchi.
head. Found her,
IW would
I
never
think.
be with a stubborn
Found
klutz
her.
like him.
She's
Ino
found
yelled
her.
out. Naruto
Found
was a
her?
little offended,
She's here?
as it shows the tick
Really?
mark on his head, so he decided
Maybe.
to retaliate.
There isn't many people
"Well,
in the world
excuse
with
me,
chakra
I
as
wouldn't
strong
want
as
to be with
yours,
a
Arrow
bossy
sent
little
me.
princess
And
like
there's
her either."
one and there's one on
Naruto
the other
fired
end
back.
of this
Now
town.
it is Ino's
Well,
turn
let's
to be
go say
offended,
hi
as
then.
she glares
Sure,
angrily at her
said
fellow
Naruto,
blonde, while he
eyes
returns to
flashing.
glare right back at
Says
her.
Rinnegan before they
They
turned
even
back.
growled at each other, which made
Only
the
the
old
two
man's
of them
sweat
were
drop.
sitting in a
Tiyuchi
booth
could
right across
actually
from the
see
blonde
lightning
women
shooting
with
through their eyes
pigtails.
at each other.
It,
He then
from
decided to
right
intervene
across from a
before it
blonde woman
escalates.
with pigtails and a
Now, that's
short-haired
enough, you two. I
woman
don't condone
holding a
couples
pig.
fighting in my
Hi.
restaurant,
The
he said
two
with a
women
smirk
before
and teasing
Naruto
tone
both
in the
freaked
end.
out for a
"We
second
are not a
at
couple,"
his being
yelled the
there,
blonde
which
pair in
made
unison
sense
at the old
because he
man.
literally
"Sure,
wasn't
sure.
there
Now,
the
what can
instant
I get you two?"
beforehand. Naruto's
Tiyuchi
eyes
asked,
panned
hoping
to
to
the
move on
blonde
from the
woman's
very awkward
chest
subject.
when he rose an
Naruto
eyebrow.
and Ino angrily stare at
Arrow
each other while making
Arrow
their way to the
Sensei,
counter stores
Arrow
to finally have their dinner.
Sensei wasn't
While
lying.
Ino surfs through the menu,
Nope.
Naruto already
Wasn't
knew what he wanted,
106
so he called out his order to the humble
centimeters.
ramen
No
chef.
sag at all
"I'll start
either.
with 5 miso
Wow.
ramen with extra pork,
The
old
blonde
man.
woman,
I am so
clearly
hungry I
Tsunade,
could eat your
seeing
entire
how she was
stock.
the
Plus I have
chakra
been craving for your
Naruto
ramen
felt,
for days."
had a saucer in
"Ha
her
ha ha, I
hand with
always
steak in it.
appreciate when
Looking
someone
at
loves my
Naruto before
cooking.
turning her head,
Coming right up, my boy.
turning
And how
turning
about
to
you
her
little lady?
saucer.
Well, everything on the
Tsunade
menu
just
sounds
shrugged
really
before
good,
downing
Mr.
it,
Tiyuchi.
allowing the
I think
burn
I'll
to
have one
subside.
chicken ramen,
She opened her
please."
brown eyes
Ino
to
asked politely.
the
"No problem.
equally
Your
confused
orders will
white-haired
be
man
done in
before
10
her.
minutes.
So,
Tiyuchi then went to
Jiraiya,
start
2
cooking their ramens in
questions.
the kitchen,
Why
leaving the
you
blonde
here?
pair to converse among
Questioned Tsunade
themselves.
before pointing at
As
Naruto.
they
And
waited for
who's the
their
kid
meals, Ino couldn't
who
help
can't
but look
keep
at
his
her
eyes
fellow
off my
blonde
chest?
contently. as her blue
Huh.
eyes are filled with curiosity.
Real subtle entrance,
Naruto notices her
real
stare
subtle
and felt a
entrance,
little
kid,
annoyed, so he decided to
said
ask her,
Jiraiya lowly while
Why are
sheepishly
you
laughing
staring at
to
me?
weakly
Naruto
hide his
asked,
nerves.
I'm just a
Jiraiya
little
coughed
curious.
in his hand,
Earlier you
seeing
said
the
your last name
unamused
is
look on
Senju.
Tsunade's face.
Any chance that
Guess he
relates to the
just
first
needs
and
to
second
get down
Hokage's
to
clan name?
business. Hey,
Ino
Hein,
wondered.
you look
If you were
as good
referring to
as
the
ever.
Senju clan,
Sadly,
then
this isn't a
yes.
personal
I am
visit.
part of that
Konoha
clan.
needs your
Wow.
help.
That means you are
Tsunade
practically
just
royalty.
rose an eyebrow.
My daddy
Konoha
told me
needed
that the Senju
her
clan
help.
and the Uchiha clan are the founders of
Well,
Konoha.
she could
That
humor
must be
this
so
at
cool
least.
for you.
She still had
Yeah, it is
alcohol to
cool,
finish
but
anyway,
Gabu
and she
can't really
couldn't
be a
find a
clan
reason not to
when you're the
listen.
only
It
one
would
left.
probably be good,
Naruto
be
said with a
good
sad
laugh
tone.
out,
You mean,
good laugh
yeah,
finding out
according to Lord
whatever
Hokage,
that
I am the
bastard of the
last
village
Senju
wanted
Konoha.
from her.
He said the last
Of a
part late,
village wanted
as he
from her.
remembered he still has a cousin who's not in
Konoha.
Konoha at the
Taiya was
moment.
angry.
Naruto
Fucking
and Sasori
shithead!
didn't know. Ino apologized.
Correction,
Ha ha
Taiya
ha,
was
it's
angry
okay,
at
Ino.
Naruto.
It's not your fault.
Stomping around
Besides,
in
whether
a
or not
huff,
I'm the last
Taiyo
Senju,
mimicked the
it is still
Kyuubi
my
Ginger,
privilege and honor to be
mimicked
one.
the
My
Kyuubi
grandfather was a great Senju, and
Kyuubi
probably the best
Jinchuriki's last
shinobi of his
words
time.
there.
And if
Don't
I truly
worry,
want to honor my clan,
Taiya-san.
I have to
I'll
surpass
be
him by
back
becoming a great
soon.
shinobi myself,
Taiyo
and hopefully
grumbled a few
Hokage one day.
swears before
Naruto said
looking
passionately,
at the
You
calendar.
want to be
It's been a
Hokage?
whole day and he
Wait,
hasn't even come
please
back.
don't tell
What
me
the
it is
fuck did he
because you
mean by
just want to be
soon?
famous or something
Normally,
childish like
Taiya
that.
wouldn't care because things
No,
like that
no,
didn't too
quite the
much matter.
opposite.
She
Milade.
was an independent
Sure,
young
I did
lady. She
once want
didn't
to
need the
become
company.
Hokage so that the
Truly,
villagers
she
could
preferred
finally
isolation,
acknowledge and
unless the
respect me.
isolation
But
was
now,
forced.
I want to
The
become
sunflower-headed,
Hokage so I can
whisker-faced
protect the future of
pipsqueak,
this village and its
fucking
people.
cur.
Especially all my precious
She
people, like Tiyuchi-san
She
over here.
rubbed face idiot.
Naruto pointed out to Tiyuchi, who in return gave a thankful smile to
Face
the little
idiot
blonde boy for
knows I
considering him to
can't
be
go
precious.
out in
You
Konoha.
want to protect
He's
your
my
precious
damn
people?
alibi,
Ino asked.
and he hasn't
Yes,
told
Ino.
anyone
They are
anything
my
yet.
reason for
Screamed
everything.
Taiyo,
To
walking to
keep
the
fighting
kitchen.
and
She
get
slammed
stronger.
open Naruto's
Because
pantry
no matter
and
how
nearly
strong we
lost
think
it.
we are,
I'm
when you
so
fight for
hungry,
nothing,
and
you are rewarded with nothing.
all he
Your
has are
true
these
strength
fucking
comes from
ramen
all the people
cups.
you care
I
about.
hate him so
They
much.
are the things that are
Stupid
worth fighting
asshole.
for. Don't you have anyone like that, Ino? Naruto asked.
What?
Well, yeah, he have my parents. My
I said
daddy could be a
stupid
little overprotective
butthole.
sometimes, but he is great dad, and he loves me very much as I love him. My
I said
mom,
stupid
she is just the
butthole.
best. She's very kind and beautiful.
Look.
She would always
Okay,
brush my
look.
hair whenever
Look.
I get upset, and it always cheers me up.
It's a bad
Ino
word,
said
so
with
I
a
said
smile.
stupid
Then you have
butthole.
very good
Stupid
people to
butthole.
Ino, especially family. Love brings people together, while power tears them apart. I mean, it is never wrong to have power, but when your heart is empty and without love, you can never truly find peace. That is why we need to have both, to be strong and remain who we are. And when that happens, we can achieve something even more beautiful, true peace. Ino said nothing, as she continues to listen intently to her fellow blonde. That is my dream.
Taiya slammed the pantry shut before deciding to go to sleep. She refused to eat ramen from a cup, so to settle her stomach was the only answer. Looking at the couch she slept on last night, Taiya then looked at Naruto's room. Yep, I'm sleeping in there, said Taiya, walking over and kicking open Naruto's door. She spotted his bed and frowned at how small it was. Well, I guess he is a shrimp, so it's probably huge to him. But this shit would barely fit a toddler. But it was better than the couch, so Taiyu plopped down on it, and when she did, Taiyu couldn't believe how wonderful it felt. Wait, why is his bed so comfortable? It's perfect. Showed off Taiyu, melting into the wondrous feel of Naruto's bed. She didn't even remember being angry at Naruto or hungry. All she knew was Naruto's bed. I could be here forever. Why the fuck is this thing so comfy? I like that. And like that, Taiyu found herself asleep. She'd probably be angrier and hungrier when she woke up later. For now, she'd enjoy the greatest sleep she ever had in her entire life. Tenzuka guy. time. I don't think this is such a good idea, spoke Dry timidly to the blonde-haired woman, angrily stomping her way out of the restaurant they were in. You should have told your brat before he called me a disappointment, huffed Tsunade as she quickly made her way outside. Little brat doesn't even know who I am. I think he. No way. I know he knows who you are, informed Jirai, trying to halt Tsunade from going outside and meeting his most recent student. This was a fight she really didn't want to start. You just don't know who he really is, and that's why I worry. I don't even think I could. Shut up, Jiraiya. He's a kid, a stupid one, and that's about and that who's about and at that who's about to learn a hard lesson, said Tsunade, walking outside to see Naruto casually standing there waiting for him. If you want to apologize, you can. It won't stop this beatdown, but I might let you keep all your limbs if you do. I wasn't out to fight you, lady, but you were wasting mine and Arrow Sensei's time, said Naruto with narrowed blue eyes. We have no other option outside. We have no other options outside of you. Tsunade was taken aback by the look. Naruto's eyes, for some reason, it felt like his glare could paralyze her if she wasn't as strong as she is. Despite that line of thinking at first, Tsunade disregarded it completely and just smirked before holding up one finger. You're arrogant. Not really my cup of tea. I'll probably only need one finger to beat someone like you, said Tsunade, not seeing Dry smack his face at such a thing. The irony of calling Naruto arrogant and then handicapping herself to a single finger flew right over the medic's head as she nodded. Tsunade made a come hither motion with that finger as she looked at Naruto. I think I will come and learn your lesson. Boy, Sensei, said Naruto looking at Jiraiya. No, Arrow Sensei. Arrow Sensei. She was asking for it. I won't even. No, she might be a pain sometimes, but she's still my teammate, said Jiraiya, watching Naruto deflate. There was no way in hell he was going to let Naruto use any of his freakish, powerful rinnegan abilities. He witnessed Naruto sack several auto hideouts with no effort after the kid summoned him. The kid disheartedly stated he didn't even get to show the most dangerous aspect of his eyes before Hiruzen called them back because of the Akatsuki attack. Because Hiruzen called them back because of the Akatsuki attack. Because Hiruzen called them back because of the Akatsuki attack. Because Hiruzen called them back because of the Akatsuki attack. Because Hiruzen called us back in the Akatsuki attack, and I put it in a rack and a sock and I pushed them in the lab, and I said, oh God, and that's about it. Okay, sorry. Okay. Tsunade, bless her soul, was rightfully dubbed the strongest woman in the world, but Dry himself could see the rust on her. She would be no challenge to Naruto, even without his rinnegan. So no to Naruto. No rinnegan. No rinnegan for Naruto, even though he'd probably bring it out anyway, just to firmly show up his teammate. If you don't come to me, kid, I'm coming to you. And that's the last thing you would want, said Tsunade, with smirk still on her face. Jiraiya just shook his head again and put his hands over his face as Shizune looked at him with a curious gaze. Naruto was a newly promoted Chunin, and Tsunade was Tsunade. Shizune saw no other outcome but her master's victory, as did Tsunade, who kept speaking. If you let me start this fight, I promise it'll be over in an instant. Yeah. In an instant. Yeah. Cut off Naruto. Now in front. Yeah. Cut off Naruto. Now in front of Tsunade. The blonde woman was surprised at the speed, and his fist headed straight for her chin. Holding to her promise, Tsunade simply moved one finger in front of his fist and stopped it easily. Naruto's eyebrow rose at the casual way she stopped his punch before nodding. Your chakra control is that fine that you can augment your strength to absurd levels, spoke Naruto, actually impressed. The dedication to one's chakra control to such an extreme degree. He could see why she was so lauded just off the ability alone. Still though, 5 Naruto's phased into existence, getting Tsunade's eyes to widen. There was no hand seal, no poof of smoke, or any indication Naruto was using a jutsu. It felt like the clones just appeared before kicking the Sannin in the air. Tsunade cringed at the perfectly timed kicks that sent her a few dozen feet above the ground. His chakra control. He can use that level of a jutsu with no hand seal, thought Tsunade, frantically shifting her body in the air to dodge the 5 clone Narutos who jumped to meet her. She landed as 10 more Narutos spawned around her, ready to continue. Tsunade wasn't allowing that because those kicks stung. As if I'd let that happen again. Tsunade rose her finger before dropping it and thrusting it in the ground. The ground exploded in a spiderweb crack that upturned large pieces of earth that shook the area violently. The gaggle of Naruto's around and ones coming back to the land were dispelled at the vulgar display of power. Tsunade looked up as dust clouded the area from her attack. The clone Narutos were gone, as the original stood looking at her like he had been since the earlier shadow clones. Tsunade then noticed the dust in the air was blowing toward her gently. Naruto was using a low-powered wind tunnel that practically outlined her. Is the point of this small breeze? Thought Tsunade, unaffected by the small wind flowing through the area. All he did was clear the air of dust and debris. Outside of that, he wasn't doing anything. Is his chest puffed out? Maki. Coil of fire, thought Naruto while exhaling a blast of lava-hot fire. Thanks to the wind tunnel he created, Naruto's flames were concentrated and kept from spreading out like normal to avoid damaging the buildings, lining the street they were on. He wasn't Tsunade. Naruto refused to do critical damage when facing someone unless necessary. What the hell is this kid? Wait, hold up. Let me see how they'd actually phrase it. Phrase this word. Let me just hear it. Let me hear it real quick. Would they say it? Hinamaki. Are they even going to say it, bro? Oh. Hey, yo, what the bro? What the is this? All Dari? Hey, yo, no, these are kind of looking kind of sus. Kind of looking kind of sus, bro. Yeah, kind of sus. What is the meaning of no Maki in Maruku? Maruku-chan? Maruku-chan? Maruku-chan! Hey, yo, what the What the hell is this kid? Thought Tsunade ducking down and picking up a piece of earth to protect herself. She began to sweat lightly at the heat flowing around the piece of earth that shielded her. The female Sanin felt like she was cooking in a furnace. Someone his age shouldn't be capable of a ninjutsu like this. It's over. Tsunade's eyes widened as she turned behind her to see Naruto standing there, even as the fire jutsu still blazed on. He was avoiding it thanks to the rock she put up, as he had his arms folded. Tsunade was prepared to defend as best as she could until she felt herself smirk. Tsunade saw her legs up to her knees were firmly locked in the ground before a series of spears rose that stuck her in the torso in a place awkwardly. As I said, there's no other ways to help my teammates than you, said Naruto.
But Naruto didn't care for...
Oh, saw herself sing. Bro, I do not want this to play right now.
Yeah, what happened to...
Bro.
Naruto? Not everyone can eat.
Bro. My God. I do not want this to play right now. My God. Tsunade's eyes widened as she turned behind her to see Naruto. Oh, wait, hold on. Then you, said Naruto with the same cold eyes he had at the beginning. Arms still crossed, Naruto looked down upon the very gifted Medicnin. His eyes softened as he spoke some more. Ero-sensei said it. I know about you. It sucks that your lover and baby brother died fighting for Konoha. I can't understand the pain you went through, continued Naruto as his eyes hardened again. But someone else's lover, baby brother, father, mother, sister, etc. died in the wake of your absence. And for forfeiture on life as a konoichi. You could have possibly saved them, and many more to keep someone else from the same heartbreak you feel. But you didn't, and won't. That's why I said you're a disappointment. You could do so much where others can't and wish they could. Tsunade sat wide-eyed and forcibly stuck, listening to the words of the Jinchuriki. He was 13, yet speaking like he lived a life full of strife. If only she knew what he actually had, and knew that he actually had in a sense. Tsunade didn't know, and even if she did, the woman probably wouldn't care anyway. Her pain was unique to her, and who was he to tell her how to go about dealing with it? And that was why she was a disappointment to this brat, really. Because she wouldn't fix every little boo-boo that befalls our... Bro. Guys, I'm just gonna end this video here. I'm sorry, something just happened. I'm just gonna end this video here. Actually, you know what? Let me continue. Let me just continue. I'm gonna try. Tsunade didn't know, and even if she did, that befalls or befell someone from her grandfather's village. Give her a break.
Talk to my boys. I just gave you a sedative that will take effect in about 1 minute, so, but let them in quickly. You're alive! Hey, guys. It was an accident, I swear. Are you okay? I'm really sorry, Dave. I'll be fine. I'm just gonna be stuck here for a while. And until I get out, I've made arrangements for my Aunt Jackie to come stay with you. Who's Aunt Jackie? The one who sends us those metal buckets of yummy popcorn for Christmas. Oh, Popcorn Jackie. You don't have much time, Mr. Seville. Listen, I want you guys to go home and live a normal childhood. I even made arrangements for you to go to school. School? Yes, school. Simon, I'm putting you in charge. You are? I'm counting on you. Dave, wait a minute! Why is he in charge? Whoa, he's counting on me. Dave, please don't die. He's just sleeping. He's had a sedative. Oh, a sedative. Excuse me, I'm here to escort the chipmunks home. We're not leaving Dave. I'm putting my paw down on this one. You come here. Please go. The more stress you put on Monsieur Seville, the longer it will take him to recover. You are too slow for me, nurse. No, go. You'll never take me. I'm not going anywhere without Dream believer and the homecoming queen. I hope for your sake he stays asleep for the entire flight. Maybe we should give him another shot, just to be sure. Any ideas on how we find Aunt Jackie? Follow me. Oh, there's plenty for everyone. Let's have a hug first. Get over here, you old teddy bear. I'm not really much of a hugger. Oh, boys, I want you to meet someone. This is my grandson, Toby. Toby. Hi, I'm Theodore. Toby. Huh, what? What happened? The boys. Oh, hey. Hey, how are you? I'm Toby. Nice to meet you. Toby's living with me until he figures out what he wants to do with his life. So far, that means going pew, 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 pew with his thumbs all day. Well, for the record, going pew, 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 pew with my thumbs right.
Stop! 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 so serious!